to be reviewing, or should I say critiquing, the new release, The Woman King. Let it be noted that the movie is only out in cinemas for now, but I'm here to give you something to look forward to, or possibly dissuade you from watching it at all. Let's find out, shall we? I'm trying to think of where to start because I won't like to give you guys too many spoilers. I still want you to watch and see if the movie is to your taste or not. Okay, let me just give you the background story first. The movie is based on true events, but obviously has some new elements to help it be more cinematic. It tells the story of the Agoji, the all-female warrior unit that protected the West African kingdom of Dahomey during the 17th to 19th centuries. It is set in the 1820s, and the film stars Viola Davis as a general who trains the next generation of warriors to fight their enemies. It's a lot, I know. Like I said earlier, the story is based on true events, but is slightly historically inaccurate. For instance, the character Naniska, played by Viola Davis, is purely fictional, and it begs the question, if the main character is fictional, how much of the story is actually true? There's also the fact that the movie leads us to believe that Dahomey was strongly against slave trade, but fails to really shed light on the fact that Dahomey was a strong profiter from the slave trade business, even after the British Empire tried to stop the practice. Another thing that jumped at me was, why hasn't anyone part of the old empire or the current Oyo written anything or produced any story to this effect? Dahomey was a tributary state of Oyo before they fought for their freedom and won. Yoruba people, is it that you guys are ashamed of that history? Is that why there are no movies about this? Come on, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Since then, a lot of states have left the old Oyo, so it's nothing new again. Let me move on to the main story. General Naniska, leader of the all-female group of warriors, the Agoje, frees Dahomey women who are abducted by slavers from the Oyo Empire. This leads King Gezo of Dahomey to prepare for war with the Oyo. Naniska begins to train a new generation of warriors to join the Agoje in order to protect the kingdom. One of the new warriors is a girl named Nawi, who later turns out to be Naniska's daughter. Nawi reveals that she's adopted to Naniska and shows a birthmark on her left shoulder, shocking Naniska. But hold on, we'll get back to that. European slavers led by Santo Ferreira and accompanied by a half-Dahomeyan called Malik arrive in Africa as part of an alliance with the Old Oyo, led by General Obade. Nawi encounters Malik while the latter is bathing, and the two become friends. After graduating from training, Nawi sneaks off to speak with Malik and learns that the Oyo are planning to attack. She goes back to tell this to Naniska. Naniska then reveals that in her youth, she was captured by King Obade of the Oyo Empire, raped and impregnated. After giving birth to a daughter, Naniska embedded a shark tooth. You guys, I did not stutter. Listen again. A shark tooth in her left shoulder before giving her away. Naniska then extracts the tooth from Nawi, confirming that she's a biological daughter. Okay, guys, in my head, I'm like, I get that in those days things were tough, but putting a tooth in your child, not just any tooth, a shark tooth. If it weren't a movie, the child would have most probably bled a lot, cried a lot, gotten an infection, suffered a lot, and died. That to me was just a stupid thing to add to a movie, and very unnecessary. They could have just said, like, Naniska and Nawi had a birthmark that they share. Like, really, what was the need for a friggin' tooth? Anyway, me I know there's too much. Naniska then leads the Agoje in an attack on the Oyo. The attack is successful, but Oba escapes and Nawi is captured. One of the captured Agoji slips away and reports the other's fate to Naniska. King Gezo prepares to bestow the title of Woman King, his partner and equal in ruling Dahomey, upon Naniska, but refuses to authorize a rescue mission for the captive Agoje. Meanwhile, Malik buys Nawi in order to protect her. Now, Naniska defies orders and sets out with a group of like-minded warriors to rescue the captives. The chaos allows Nawi to escape and rejoin Naniska. Malik frees several other slaves who drown Santo, that's the slaver that captured them, and Naniska kills Oba in single combat. Now, when they return, King Goze scolds Naniska but still crowns her woman king. Why on earth would you give power to someone who won't acknowledge your authority even when she did not have a title? Imagine what she would do now that she's your equal. Did no one think of that? I mean, yes, she did good by disobeying, but that is only because it's a written script. What if she had lost the fight and gotten herself and all the captive Agoje and the ones she took for battle killed? Historical inaccuracies and small lapses in reasoning of the writers aside, I would rate the movie an 8 over 10. Baby, like 8 over 10. If you've watched it, what are your thoughts? If you haven't, will you still watch it? Or have I ruined it for you? Please drop your thoughts in the comment section and don't forget to click on the subscribe button and follow all our social media platforms at MyColorTV. Also follow me on Instagram at IWINGAPO. Till next week. Bye.
An evil is coming that threatens our kingdom, our freedom. But we have a weapon they are not prepared for.
My king, the Europeans wish to conquer us. They will not stop until the whole of Africa is theirs. We must fight back for our people.
Naniska, you are asking me to take them to war.
Some things are worth fighting for.
Don't know, take my power. Don't know, take my power.
You are called to join the king's guard.
Don't know, take my power.
No kingdom in all of Africa shares this privilege. Train hard, fight harder. We fear no one. And we fear no pain. I offer you a choice. Fight or we die.
Ready for war, where you going?
To be a warrior, you must kill your tears.
We are the spear of victory! We are the blade of freedom! We are the home!
Don't know, take my power.